What's good, YouTube? It's your boy coming at you with another video. A little bit of a reminiscing video today because I realized after I wrapped up my private training session with my boxing coach that today marks 4 years since I first walked through the doors to my boxing gym. And so I want to share kind of the ramblings and the main lessons that I've learned thus far. I'm gonna go over 3 main life lessons that I've got brewing up right here. So let's just jump right into it. First off, ignore the stain. I don't got money for dry cleaning right now. I tried, rubbing it off, not quite working. Deal with it. Lesson 1 is I've learned how to live a lot more clean, to be more intentional with what I put in my body, how I take care of my body, etc. If you know me, you know I got the biggest sweet tooth on earth, but through boxing and through taking care of myself, I've learned that you really only want to be putting premium fuel in your body. And if you are going to put something else in, don't put too much of it in. It really makes you appreciate what you've got in terms of your health and how you take care of yourself. Boxing, taught me that, I need to take my vitamins, not just to get big or anything like that. I'm not even really big, but taking my vitamins for the sake of, my health, my immune system, so that I can show up to train every day, because missing a day in the world of boxing is like a huge setback, a huge drop off. And, it doesn't even have to apply to boxing. It can apply to any sort of section of your life, whether it's showing up to take care of your family, showing up to work, showing up for yourself. You can't do it if your body is physically unable. So taking care of your body and living clean in that way is a great way to ensure longevity and a great way to make sure that you never miss a day. And I'm not saying you can't take rest days, that you shouldn't take breaks and stuff like that, but there's a difference between choosing to take a break and your body deciding that you have to take a break. And so I think it's really important that you take care of your body in a way that you get to choose when you rest and when you need to rest, versus your body deciding you will stop now. Number 2, I've learned just the one more round mentality, one more round. And, after workout the next day, you might be sore, but you won't regret going so hard in the gym. You might be a little bit more tired at the end of the day, but you won't regret going as hard as you did. And so what boxing has taught me is that it's always better to go one more round. And you can take that literally and you can take it metaphorically. It's always better to give it one more day, because you can always give it one more day. You'll never regret giving it one more day. You'll always regret not doing one more round, not taking another day at something. You'll always look back on it eventually and wonder, what if I had gone one more time, one more day, one more rep, one more set, whatever it is. But you'll never go, I wish I wouldn't have done one more day. The only thing I can say that about is if you get sucked into a pyramid scheme or into a bad relationship. That's the only time that you'll go, I wish I didn't spend that much time on that. But in most things, there's exceptions to every rule. That's life. But in most things, you'll never regret going that one extra step, especially when it comes to doing something that means taking care of yourself. You'll never go, I wish I didn't take care of myself for an extra 3 minutes, for an extra 1 set, for an extra whatever. So, give it that one more round, give it that one more set. And the third and final rule that I've learned as a boxer after 4 years is the fighter's mentality. My very, 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 very first fight, before I ever stepped foot into a boxing gym, I threw in the towel because I was like, I got to think about my safety. And yes, you do got to think about your safety. But every day since then, I have regretted giving up. That's something I'll live with, that I'll take with me. But on the bright side, I learned what it felt like to give up. And the only time I have quit now is when somebody has physically taken my will from me, when my body will no longer respond to the point where it's not up to me, to where it's literally my body gives out. And I don't mean to glamorize working until you drop, but there is something to be said about having that mentality of, just having that dog in you where you don't lose anything unless you decide to. You don't, like, if someone wants to stop you, they got to take it from you, all sorts of stuff like that. And I think that's a lesson that is just invaluable, and it's something that you can't really learn until you experience it. You can hear about it and you can think that you know it, but until you get to a point to where it's up to you, where like the pressure all comes down on you, and how do I say it, like, get to a point to where the difference between winning or losing at whatever it is you're doing is simply whether or not you give up, is a very powerful thing to realize, because then you understand that you can't give up, because giving up does not just mean giving up on whatever's happening, it means giving up on yourself. And so boxing has taught me how to not give up on myself, whether it's inside the ring or outside the ring. I'm not even talking about, getting into a fight in or out of the ring. I'm talking about having to push my way through everything that I do. If I have a hard day, knowing that the only way I lose is if I give up on myself. So if you adopt that mentality, you'll always be a winner, as long as you never give up on yourself. And so that's why no matter what happens to me, whether I lose a boxing competition or whether I have a bad day at work, through all of it, I'm still a winner, because I chose to push through. I decided that until you take everything I have, that I've still got something, which means I can keep going. And I'm going off on a tangent, but I mean, I say that I've taken away 3 main lessons that I'm sharing with you here, but in reality, it all comes back full circle. It all ties into one another, and it all branches off into a million other things. So there's certain things that you can't quite put into words, and you can script it. I could have scripted this video, could have been less authentic, less genuine, but I just want you to see where my mind is and let you understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully, either way, you gain something from it. So thank you guys for watching this video. To anyone who's ever supported me along my journey as a boxer, thank you. That's why I'm here today. Y'all take care. Have a great day.